Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Grelecki. How are you guys doing? And parents, how's everybody doing? I'm dressed up in my fanciest bow tie today, as you can tell, because I'm going to read to you. Fancy Nancy, what's your fancy? And this is by Krista Tucker. And I figured since it's Fancy Nancy, I should wear my fanciest bow tie. You familiar with Fancy Nancy? I was not. And it's illustrated by the Disney Storybook Art Team. For Addison, who is unquestionably one of a kind. There's a dog. Ooh la la, Mom made butterfly-shaped pancakes. Fancy pancakes always taste better, I say. I want fancy pancakes too, my little sister Jojo says. I want pirate pancakes. I wonder what pirate pancakes would look like. These are pirate pancakes, Dad tells her. They're shaped like gold coins from a pirate's treasure. Yay, says Jojo. Fancy pirate pancakes. Pirates aren't fancy, I tell my sister. They are to Jojo, Dad says. I like being fancy because it makes me feel unique. That's fancy for one of a kind. But I wonder, what makes everyone else feel fancy? What's your fancy? I ask my best friend, Bree. Bree feels fanciest when she's collecting bugs, but I think bugs are gross. You like bugs too, Bree reminds me. A butterfly is a bug. Mais oui, of course. Oh, can you hear it? Oh, that's Jinx. That's my cat, Jinx. What's your fancy, I ask Mom. Working in her garden makes Mom feel fancy. She loves planting seeds and watching them grow. What's your fancy, I ask Dad. Dad feels fancy when he's fixing antiques. That's fancy for something old. Dad makes old things new again. Now we can make new memories with old things. What's your fancy? I ask my friends Rhonda and Wanda. What do you think their fancy is going to end up being? We love soccer, says Wanda. Most of all, we like playing together, says Rhonda. What's your fancy? I ask my friend Lionel. Being funny makes him feel fancy. Fancy and excellent jokes, he jokes. My neighbor, Mrs. Devine, is glamorous in a zillion ways. What's your fancy? I ask Mrs. Devine. She feels fancy when she does the cha-cha. That's a fancy kind of a dance. We both feel fancy anytime we're together. My dog Frenchie adores when I dress him up. I just add a few accessories and voila, Frenchie feels like the fanciest dog on the block. Do you think Frenchie really likes it? I don't know. You know, I think nothing feels fancier than being exactly who you are. So, I agree with Fancy Nancy. I never thought I'd say that. But think about what makes you feel fancy. It's what you like to do. It's what makes you feel, it's what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. I framed this because I like to take pictures and I like to make scrapbooks out of pictures so that way I can look back and see all the places I've been and all my friends that we've traveled together. And I think that's what makes me fancy, is taking pictures and then making books out of those pictures. So, while you are home, think about what makes you fancy, and then when we're back at school, I want you to come and tell me what makes you fancy. Or share a picture with me. Draw a picture of you being fancy during this break. Okay? Well, take care. If you want to learn how to tie a bow tie when we're back at school, swing on by and I'll teach you how to tie a bow tie. All right? YouTube would probably do it better. But all right, bye. Take care and enjoy your break.